Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. So here I am back with another DVD haul video. Yeah, I can't stop buying the DVDs. So these are what I've found in thrift stores over the last few weeks, couple of weeks I guess, including a laserdisc. And I found IQ, which is a Fred Skepsi film that's got Walter Matthau as Albert Einstein, the famous scientist, and in this film he is actually trying to do a bit of matchmaking between Meg Ryan and Tim Robbins. So yeah, glad to have this one. Onto the DVDs. I've got Michael Winterbottom's The Killer Inside Me, starring Casey Affleck and Kate Hudson and Jessica Alba. Not a great copy this, but I'm glad to have found What's Up Doc, the great screwball comedy that's got Ryan O'Neal and Barbara Streisand. Rob's movie collection was actually just talking about this movie the other day. Rick Springfield and It's Hard to Hold. The Tom Hanks directed That Thing You Do. And this is one I saw in the States when I was on holiday back in 1989. Clint Eastwood's Pink Cadillac. Haven't seen it since then. I know it's not a great movie, but glad to have found it at last. Joy House. This is a Kino Lorber title and one that was just missed off the order that I had shown you in a few weeks back. So it just belatedly came through. Alain Delon and Jane Fonda in this one. Arnie in Conan the Barbarian from 1982. I really like this horror movie with Maika Monroe, It Follows. A Jack Rivette film here, Love on the Ground, starring the late Jane Birkin, who passed away just recently. I've got a Criterion one here, and it's the great Yasujiro Ozu, An Autumn Afternoon. And a horror movie here, Marrowbone, that's got an interesting cast that includes George Mackay, who was in 1917, Anya Taylor-Joy, and Mia Goth, who's in the X and Pearl movies. The 2014 version, Gareth Edwards version of Godzilla. Fierce Creatures, which was the box office flop follow-up to A Fish Called Wanda, reuniting the same cast but a different story. Tomorrowland, again this was a bit of a flop on release, but actually a lot of this was shot in Vancouver, and I used to live just close to one of the construction workers who worked on the set of building this. He said it was one of the largest sets that he'd ever had to work on in Vancouver. Some Kind of Wonderful. He used to have such a big crush on Mary Stuart Masterson. Beneath Still Waters. This is a horror movie from Brian Yuzna, who directed the very gloopy Society. The Three Stooges collection. I'm not massively a fan of the Three Stooges, but this was very cheap. I thought I'd pick this up. This is late career Three Stooges, so Curly doesn't feature in these selection of 24 remastered shorts. So we've got Shemp Howard replacing Curly here. Born to Win. This is an Ivan Passer movie from 1971. Although it's showing Robert De Niro here, really the main cast is George Segal and Karen Black, and I'm interested to see this. Ivan Passer directed the movie Cutter's Way with John Hurd and Jeff Bridges, which is an excellent movie. Worth Winning. I seem to be on a Mark Harmon streak lately, and yeah, but this one also features the beautiful Madeleine Stowe and Leslie Ann Warren, a comedy from 1989. The Vincente Minnelli version of Father of the Bride with Spencer Tracy and Elizabeth Taylor. And for good measure, I've got the remake here with Steve Martin. Robert De Niro and Meryl Streep teaming up in Falling in Love. Not a great movie as I recall, but nonetheless I was quite pleased to find it. Sweet movie this, You've Got Mail, Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan. He's Still Got His Special Set of Skills, Liam Neeson in Taken 2. Charles Bronson in Death Wish from 1974, directed by Michael Winner. South Central. This is an LA movie with Glenn Plummer here. This is one I've been wanting to find for quite some time. So yeah, the same kind of era as when Juice and Menace to Society and Boys in the Hood were all coming out. So yeah, look forward to seeing this one. And then finally, a bit of nostalgia for me. This is Some Mothers Do Have 'Em with Michael Crawford. So yeah, before Tom Cruise in Britain, we had Michael Crawford doing all his own stunts on his show here. This was a really enjoyable series back in the 70s. But yeah, good fun. Okay, so that's just a quick run through of the movies that I found recently. A mixed bag as always, and stay tuned for more. Okay, all the best to you. Bye bye.